Hey guys, sorry about the late start today. Had an internet drop there right when I was getting ready to start, which in hindsight I'm glad it happened before the live stream and it didn't cause a stream crash in the middle of our live stream, so hopefully all that nonsense is out of the way today. Hey Dee Dee, Saturday morning indeed. Good to see you today. Funny, I was just thinking about Saturday morning cartoons yesterday, just kind of had those thoughts out of nowhere. And just remembering back to all the old school cartoons back then. How waking up in the morning meant no stress was on the horizon whatsoever. No homework, nothing. Straight to the kitchen for some cereal, straight to the TV for cartoons. Loved it. Okay, wow, I am really having trouble getting centered today. I don't mean that metaphorically. I mean that quite literally. Yeah, it's good enough. So, anywho, it's game time. Definitely excited to get into this with Gerudo today. So, one of the things that I like to do, sand snow boots right away. Yeah, Dee Dee, no kidding. Simpler times indeed. There wasn't social media. There was your bowl of cereal of choice, and there was whatever cartoon you woke up early for. Yep, simpler times indeed. Okay, I think we're squared away on the technical side. So we could actually start this party anytime. I usually like to give it a few minutes, though, you know, and give time for notifications to go out, give folks a minute to log in. I've gotten a few emails over prior streams where I just kind of jumped right in. And they asked if I could, you know, give it about 5 minutes for time to get logged in and stuff to catch the beginning. I was like, yeah, we can accommodate that. Oh, Dee Dee, yeah, TOTK bloopers. Yep. Definitely fun times. Definitely fun times. It's funny, as I'm going back through to chop some of those up for, you know, the shorts on the TikTok. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. And then, like, it would kind of make me chuckle again, all over again. It's been a while, apparently. Oh, hey, Leo Wiley, good to see you again. Yeah, thank you so much. Yep, definitely enjoyed doing those. So I've got quite a bit of blooper type footage from Breath of the Wild too. Perhaps after this Master Mode playthrough, I'll do something like that, you know, chop out some of the fails and the ouches and all the just ridiculous moments. One comes right to mind. Indeed, you'll remember this one. Hey guys, let's go to Gerudo! I got on the horse and I went completely the wrong way. And Dee Dee was like, you're going the wrong way. Why, yes. Yes, I am. Or maybe you worded that like Gerudo is the other way. Something. It was good. It was perfect. Alright. Trying not to messy up my coffee station here. So yeah, we're about 5 minutes and change. Ah, Leah, yep. I remember those days well. And yeah, you're absolutely right. Kids will definitely keep you on your toes. Definitely keep you on your toes. But yeah, happy to have you. And hello to the toddlers too while we're at it. Wow, my hand is massive. That's better. That didn't look right. Probably just scared your kids. Alright guys, I think we're good. Got a little bit of a warm-up here, and since I'm starting a little late thanks to technical hiccups, I'll go ahead and actually dive in. Just wanted to say thank you all so much for joining. Let's get into this. Hey Austin, what's up? Good to see you again. Everything's been good, actually. Thanks for asking. Hope things are going good for you also. A little slow going with this playthrough. I've had a lot going on. Speaking of that. Oh, hey, Sunny Family. Good morning to you. So yeah, I just took that big long break and I was out of town. Well, I have some family needing some surgery coming up next month. So I don't know the exact date yet, but we know it's not going to be before, before the end of this month. So I will probably be out of pocket all of September, if not probably most of September. Excuse me. And I just wanted to let you guys know in advance there is another break coming up and why. So I don't know how to fight back against that other than maybe just do like a whole bunch of extra streams, you know, before then to kind of keep the playthrough going. I thought about doing like a Shark Week only for me, so it would be like Lure Week. And, you know, we could get on here every day and just do some kind of stream. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. And I also need to figure out, like, when I could even do that, like, what time. So, yeah, more to come on that. But it's looking pretty good. Like, I'll be out of pocket for September. Ah, cool. Yeah, I get that, Leah. Like, the Crocs would definitely grab the attention of a child. I love it. It's like a non-annoying Teletubby. And if you're wondering what a Teletubby it is, you're gonna have to Google that one. Yeah, Teletubbies. Let's just say I was very thankful when SpongeBob came out. We made an immediate switch from Teletubbies. Alright guys, I will go ahead and get this party started. Onward to glory. That didn't feel right. Onward to glory! That's better. Oh, I am still at the Great Fairy Fountain. Hence the beautiful music we're all listening to right now. We need to get in a better starting position for what we're about to do. Yep, that was the Teletubbies, alright. No words. Alright, so, I just noticed that star fragment is still there. It's 2:25 in the morning. I don't think I can get there before it despawns. Maybe I can if I fast travel? I mean, we gotta try. It's a shiny object. Of course we're gonna try. And the use of Rivali's Gale is authorized. That can only speed up our journey here. Speaking of shiny objects. So hopefully that thing won't despawn until 5 a.m. I think that's the magic cutoff when the sun comes up and all star fragments go away. So we should be good. Uh-oh. I think it actually just oh. Okay, we got lucky there. I thought maybe it glitched into the mountain or something. Nope, we're good. Save that beautiful bean footage. And now we can get back to our starting point. Oh, you know what? Hold that thought. Hold that thought. We're going to need stamps. There is so much loot up there. It is absolutely redonkulous. Ugh. Sometimes I get going too fast and then I fumble the button somehow. Probably don't need that anymore. Or those. I think I put that there for a swallow bow. That way if I ever need to remake my my Great Eagle bow, I can do that. Then again, I don't have to go out of my way for that. We found one in Rito Village, and it's a loose weapon, so it would respawn after every blood moon. So yeah, probably don't need that there anymore, but... What in the world is that there for? Oh, that was that ice talus. Yep, don't need those anymore. That's another swallow bow. I'll leave that marked for right now. Alright. Now we can go get our sand and snow boots. Welcome back, folks. Level Up Royal here with you once again. Guys, joyous moments. Time for the snow boots and the sand boots. Now, I haven't even activated these quests yet. We have to go find the guy running around Gerudo Town here. And he'll give us a free pair of snow boots so we can go get a picture. Actually, we're going to get 2 pictures. We're going to do it all at once. I like to consolidate things, and we're going to be up there anyway, and it's really out of the way. So yeah, we're going to get both pictures, and then we're going to wind up getting both the sand and the snow boots for keeps. And we're going to go upgrade those, and I'm going to show you guys all that fun stuff on the way. So first thing we need to do is pin the tower. That's going to be the Gerudo Tower. So just to show you the map where we're at and what we're doing, I'm going to launch right here from Gerudo Town. And guys, it's a fun little route. There's all sorts of fun little bad boy nests on the way. Treasure chests, hidden goodies. There's like a whole secret cave here with all sorts of fun stuff in there. We're talking rupees, weapons, just all sorts of goodies. So guys, before I get into all that fun stuff, if you wouldn't mind taking a real quick moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment, I always appreciate that. Alright, it's party time. So where is Mr. and I can't remember this dude's name. Dude with glasses. And I always seem to have trouble finding him. Like, he's not easy. He's either running around counterclockwise or clockwise. I can never remember which. So what I'm going to do is actually put on the girl's clothes. And we're going to go track him down without fear of, like, getting kicked out of Gerudo Town for using the wall. Because honestly, trying to run on the sand, it's kind of brutal. This gives you a little bit of a bird's eye view. You can... Yep, there he is right there. That'll really speed that up a little bit, trying to track him down. So I usually just use the wall until I locate him. And it looks like he's running around the town in a in a clockwise motion right now. So if you run counterclockwise, you might run into him a little bit quicker. Bozzy! That's right. How could I forget Bozzy? That's not a very polite way to ask, Link. We're going to have to work on our tact. I don't remember all the talking here. Okay, so that's Snow Boots. It's free, but we cannot upgrade this. This is just basically on loan. Now, the game doesn't care. You could actually just keep them and never have to deal with this guy ever again. But you won't be able to upgrade them for more armor, and you won't be able to get the Sand Boots. So keep that in mind if you do decide to just take those and run. Oh my goodness, so much talking. Alright guys, so they're only talking about the 8th heroine right now. But after we go get the picture of the 8th heroine, then we're going to come back and then he's going to say, you know, I'll give you the other boots, but then I want a picture of the 8th heroine's weapon or 8th heroine's sword or something or other. So yeah, we're just going to get both of those pictures right off the top here. This way we can come back and just do it all at once. So much more user-friendly that way. And I probably don't need a sand seal right now. Wow, he was like, nope. Yeah, probably that was a waste of time. I could have been there by now. I do like to go through these ruins. Later on, we're going to need like a whole bunch of fire lizzle tails for, I think it's the flame breaker armor. And I never have enough. And the reason I never have enough is because I never take the time to like kill all my lizzles, so I'm going to make it a point to do that this time. As long as you have ice arrows, they'll be nice, fast, easy kills. Case in point. Ooh, treasure chests. I knew one of those was fake. Does he just spawn, or does he... Okay. I thought maybe he was gonna... like, pop back up with another fake treasure chest. Easy way to tell is turn on your rune. If it doesn't glow, it's a fake Octorok hiding in wait. Ready to make Link fall down and roll around on the ground for about 20 seconds or so. It's a great time. Okay, there's all sorts of Sophias here too. And there's even a Korok seed along the way, from what I remember. Wow, no tail on that one. So one thing you can do is like save the game every time you do get one. And then reload that save in the event you don't. And then try again. If you really want to maximize the monster parts. It's kind of a pain, honestly, to keep, you know, having to resave the game every time you get one. But at least that way you know you keep it. And of course we're upgrading that. Nice. Oh. Kind of funny, they gave us the snow boots. So we can get the sand boots. I've always thought that was kind of funny. Yeah, wow, the Sophias are definitely abundant here. I feel like I'm missing a chest. No, that's not close. It's kind of like a close-ish. There's a bad boy nest right here. It's quite a doozy from what I remember. But I cannot recall for the life of me what is in the chest there. Or if it's even worth it. Now I kind of feel like I need to go take a quick look-see. Man, it's a whole bunch of lizzles. I don't know if I'm feeling that. That looks like ouch soup in there.
Gale is now ready.
Oh yeah. What was I thinking? I guess I can sacrifice a few ice arrows in the interest of science. Yikes! And the science is, how slow can you run away from like 4 scary monsters? Answer, pretty doggone slow. Ouch! Yikes! It's going downhill quick. Man, they all had their shields up too. Wow. Alright, the power of flight makes everything better in this game. It really does. So let's see what all the hassle was for. It better not be 1 rupee. Or worse yet, something with long throw. Okay, silver rupee. We can handle that. And now you guys know what's in there. Waiting. Hey, Shrimp Girl, good to see you again. Yeah, you know, I have those moments too. It was funny, I woke up... Oh, I don't know. I guess it must have been Monday morning. I woke up, like, either Monday or Tuesday morning. And, I was like, oh man, I forgot to take the trash out again. Normally I have to take the trash out Wednesday for Thursday morning pickup. And I hate when I do that because it sits there for an extra week, it gets extra stinky, and it's just no bueno. So anyway, I woke up all upset with myself, you know, freaking it's Thursday, I totally forgot to put the trash out last night, grumble, grumble, grumble. I go to the gym, and they have on the sign, like, these funny questions, like, would you rather deal with 100... puppy-sized monsters, or would you rather deal with, like, 1 monster-sized puppy? Just silly questions like that, but it said Happy Thursday, and then it posed the question. And it said Happy Monday. So then I stopped, and I was like, wait a minute, today's Thursday. Like, I had it in my head so strongly that the sign was wrong. I informed a staff member. I was like, hey, today's Thursday. And the guy just looked at me kind of funny, and he laughed. I guess he thought I was just joking or something, I don't know, but I was like, no, it really is. He goes, nah, dude, today's Monday, or whatever day it was. And then I was the one stopping to look at him with that funny look on my face. I was like, no, today's Thursday, like I forgot to take my trash out last night. I had to take out my phone and look up what freaking day of the week it was. I was like, wow. So then I just made a joke about I'm retired and, you know, I don't know what day it is anymore. So much fun being me. Ah, nuts! Come on, Link! Butter boots! Or maybe that was more like Butterfingers, I don't know. Yep, Shrimp Girl, I know. I can relate. Many times over. Okay, there might even be a chest over there somewhere. Although I don't see anything beeping, so probably not. feel like I'm missing a chest or two somewhere, but nothing's beeping, so I must be getting it mixed up with TOTK. So yeah, never mind. I think we're good. We're golden. Wait a minute. Now see? That's weird, right? That wasn't beeping a second ago when I was closer to the thing, but here we are, beeping. And I know I'm going out of my way just a little bit here, but honestly, getting there is always half the fun in Breath of the Wild. So I don't want to rush it and just, like, beeline to go get the boots. That's no fun. Oh, yeah, forgot about him. I need to get rid of these. Just taking up space in my inventory at this point. Whoa! Uh-oh. That's a gold. That is serious business! Yikes! I think I'm gonna reset the battlefield here just a little bit. Because we got an electric sitting there, we got a Goldie sitting there. Man, the name of this stream should have been Fun with Lizzles. Okay. Get it done. Ouch. No way he just let me sneak strike. Ah, you jerk. Oh no! Not okay! Ah! Yep, ouch! There goes my weapon! Yikes! Now I can't tell which one is the electric and which one is the gold. Nuts. I think that's the electric. Okay. Let's get rid of him first. I wanted to get him in a corner so I could get the benefit from that, yeah, the double damage. This wasn't working out. So one Lizzle at a time, it's not too bad. It's when there's, like, more than one Lizzle at a time that it becomes too bad. Alright, so, speaking of blooper reels, that'll be fun. So I think we had ice arrows in that first chest. Purple rupee, so yeah, all in all, it's probably worthwhile to come over here. And kind of curious. Bunch of roasted garbage. Alright, we're good. That chest is, that's not close. That's gonna be like... Where's Gerudo Town? That's gonna be like over here somewhere. Probably right around those ruins, as a matter of fact. So yeah, we're not gonna go that far out of my way. Oh, I don't have Rivali's. I'm like, why is Link not doing the thing? I don't have the thing. Jeepers. We're never gonna get there at this rate. Ah, another electric. Yeah, those are important too. In addition to the red, we need the yellow tails also. Only that would be for... What's that suit called? The rubber armor. In fact, sometimes, like when I'm just playing for my own game, in order to get ahead on the red and the yellow tails, I'll just basically rent a sand seal and go around the desert. I'll just go around in circles, you know, until I get good, healthy numbers. I think you need like 30 of the yellow tails, possibly as many of the red. It's like a lot, so yeah, you might be at that for a while. Okay, guys, so here's the Northern Ice House. Now, there's a whole thing here. We can't really do that right now, so don't worry about doing anything here. You can't do it anyway. Just to kind of show you on the map, we're starting to get out of map territory now, but I'm basically just going to kind of, sort of, mostly go north-ish. There's a couple little plateaus here I want to hit. One's got a bad boy nest, some fun loot. Also, there's, like, flowers and stuff. You know, if you want to get your mushrooms, you want to get your swift violets, they're definitely here. Matter of fact, I got 3 lighting up right freaking there. But it really doesn't matter how you get up there, really. It's dealer's choice. Just as long as you're heading toward that pin there, you'll eventually make your way up. Not to mention gem nodes. There's lots of those. Probably a good idea to put the jump system on. You... Give me that. Alright, you know what, I'm gonna have to take a real quick break, guys. I got some angry coffee, and it wants out, like, right now. So I will be right back. While I'm at it. Yum, 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 yum. I have to, like, zoom in here. Bear with me while I try to read some of this. Shroom Girl, you said you had that last night, huh? So sometimes I do the same thing, Shroom Girl. And I don't always, like, pay attention to when midnight is or was. So sometimes when I look at my phone, I read the day and the date correctly, but it's like either right before or right after that midnight point, so I go to bed thinking it was the other one. I don't know. I do that quite often, actually. I'll go to bed and I'm like, oh, I've got a couple days before I need to do that. But then, like, it was right before midnight when in my mind it was after. So that, like, takes away a whole day, right? Yeah, just great times. Leo Wiley. I would have had to have gone to a different gym after that. Yep. I kind of had another moment like that in the gym, as a matter of fact. This was a couple of years ago now, but I think it was Sunday. It had to be like a Sunday or something, because like I walked in and it was completely dead in there. But in my mind, it was like a regular day, you know? There should have been tons of people there. It should have been hard to find parking. So anyway, I pull up into the gym parking lot. I'm like, wow, you know, parking lot's kind of empty. Are they open? Because my gym does that sometimes. They'll just close. And that's usually the first indicator is the parking lot's empty. So anyway, I walk up to the door, no sign, you know, it's open. So I walk in and I just made a joke to the clerk. I was like, what is it, a Sunday or something? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, is it? Yep, definitely had a moment there. I was totally kidding when I said that, but yeah, it was definitely Sunday. Sonny, you said freeze him with stasis. Yeah, I totally could have done that. So yeah, Sonny, to answer your question, stasis does work, but it's super limited. It's kind of like freezing them, you know, they don't stay frozen long. You might get like a second or two there to kind of get yourself out of a tight spot. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and get back into this here. Peace out, Home Scout. That's right, shiny objects. Good, I finally get to get rid of my long throw. I might even long throw it at something.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Just out of spite. Okay, so this is one of those bad boy nests I was talking about. We should have a couple of chests here, so it's worth it. But we also have a couple of Lizzles here, so... That's only a blue. There's that dancing idiot. He was looking right at me. Okay, and then the other chest, I want to say, is down near that gold. Yep, right over there. I'm just going to do a real quick dine and dash here. Why? Because I really don't feel like dealing with these all over again. I am not a huge fan of Lizzle fistfights. Why did I do that? There we go. And, yep. Quiet. Shh. Squeak! Ah, attack up. We never say no to attack up. That ain't gonna last much longer anyway. Noise. Alright, just to show you guys the stasis here on the golds. Very quick. What was that like? 1 Mississippi, maybe a Mississippi and a half. So yeah, it just barely gives you enough time to maybe reposition yourself a little bit. It's not really effective in the world of combat. Three extra gemstones, never hurt no one. I hate when I do that. It's like all you have to do is be off by a quick millisecond. Hey, you get the raw gourmet here too, that's right. Probably worth it to kill some wolves during your adventures here. Go feed those to Trot and get yourself some rupees. Okay, so before I left, I mentioned some fun stuff on the way, and also like a hidden cave? I don't know what else to call it. It's just like a little loot spot. Treasure trove, if you will. Got some weapons in there. But I thought there was going to be a croc seed on the way. I haven't seen it yet. Uh-oh. Made it. Stand down. Stand down. I love it when a plan comes together. Just to kind of show you on the map where I've wound up here. So I'm just a little bit left of that deal, so we didn't go exactly hard north. North-ish. And that tower, guys, it is deceptive on how tall of a climb that is. First playthrough, I was like, oh, that isn't too bad. I had a couple stamina meals, you know, no big deal, no problem. I didn't even get halfway up that tower before I realized. Very deceptive. So this is where we're going to be able to find that secret cavern. Loot cache, weapons cache. I think there's some rupees in there. Gold rupee, as a matter of fact. Oh, come on, baby! Get rid of the wildlife first. Alright, so turn on your yellow rune. You'll see all sorts of fun stuff down here. But to actually get in, we need to go get a metal boulder, and it should be on top. I didn't see it. There we go. Go ahead and pick that bad boy up, and you'll have to use it to push, like, punch through, so to speak. And voila! Ah, there's another one inside here, wow. And here it is, guys, just a nice little weapons cache, and you can come back here after every blood moon. These will all respawn. So you can get yourself a fresh bow, another Edge of Duality there, just, it's a real nice loot spot. The other stuff is meh, you know, and you've already got Royal, these aren't great anymore, but, yeah, definitely a nice little loot spot. Not to mention the little fringe benefits to coming here. You got some gems. Let's see how my memory is with that gold rupee. There it is, baby! Bomb arrows, of course it's bomb arrows. We're in Gerudo. I guess that's to be expected. So that'll be my new burner weapon after that breaks. And from here, I guess I'll just go ahead and get the tower. I've been saving my last Rivali's for this specific purpose. Just because, again, that tower is like super deceiving. You'll be chewing up stamina like it's free. And we all know it is not free. Once I get the travel gate activated, there's actually like some master mode chests down there on those floating balloon platforms. Can't really remember what's down there, so we're gonna go check that out. Wow, I'm 45 minutes in. We're just not getting the map unlocked. Too many shiny objects on the way, I guess. Speaking of shiny things, there's also a shrine quest over here. But I feel like that's really kind of getting out of the way. I mean, yes and no. We're right here. Where's the shadow? Oh, man. Man, I can't get out of this. No!
Oh.
The thing is, the shadow is like right there. I don't know if I can get over there in time. But long story short, you have to be standing on that pedestal and firing an arrow like either toward the sun or toward the moon when that shadow hits that pedestal. And wow, it is like right there. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it. You only get one autosave. I was gonna try to back up the save where, like, I got the map unlocked, but talking to old boy rewrote that autosave, so yeah, I'm just not gonna do it right now. I think the other time during the day is like 3 p.m. or something. So yeah, it's like 1 in the morning, and then like maybe 1 in the afternoon or 3 in the afternoon. I can't really remember. But either way, fast forward time until noon, and then just hang out there until that shadow comes your way. And then, yeah, just shoot that arrow up at the top of the tower, and that'll unlock your shrine. It's a modest test of strength waiting for you. So even though you had to do all that work, unfortunately, it's not as simple as just getting a blessing shrine. Ooh, check that out. And this is another thing that I kind of consider on the way. Because your pizza is always on the way. Sometimes that roughly translates into, oh no, we forgot to put it in the oven. But don't worry, it's on the way. Oh, check that out. One of those stones landed right on there. So if that doesn't happen, just toss one out and you'll get your shrine. Oh, they're gonna make me go all the way over there. Which, I don't even need those things anymore anyway. But they glow. So, like, how can you turn down luminous stones? The answer is you can't. It's not humanly possible. Alright guys, welcome back to... Well, I'm gonna start that all over again. Hey guys, welcome back to Two Bombs Shrine here. So first thing first, we're gonna have to go over here and blow up some stuff. And they call it 2 bombs because you can do this with, well, 2 bombs. But first things first, I want to get my goodies. So guys, if you have bomb arrows, you can really simplify this shrine. Just lob a bomb arrow up there, that'll hit the switch, bada bing, bada bang, you're good to go. But just in case you don't have bomb arrows, I will show you the actual way. Tink. Okay, so that side it only takes 1 bomb. We haven't quite gotten to 2 bombs yet. This one, on the other hand, if you're going to use the bombs, you're going to have to put one down here by that switch. You're going to have to put another one down here on the concrete launcher thing. Or, you could just use the bomb arrow. But, again, I want to show it the right way here, so go ahead and hit your round bomb first. That'll hit the switch. Then as soon as you do, you have to be Johnny on the spot, get over there to the next bomb. Kaplowy! And that gets us into the next little puzzle area. And I think we're pretty much done with treasure chests. Matter of fact, my Sheikah slate is no longer beeping, so yeah, we're definitely done with chests. Anywho, what we're going to have to do here, you're going to have to put the square bomb first, because that'll get caught in the basket over there, and that's what we want. So make sure it does, and so it did. And then we're going to have to get the round bomb. This is where 2 bombs also really comes into play. And notice that round bomb is going to go back and forth, and that's what you want. So what we're going to do is when that round bomb is nestled in one of the sides or the other, go ahead and hit the square bomb. That gets us up, and you have to quickly move over into the middle section here. Make sure you're in the middle. Otherwise, you're just going to get a free elevator ride right back down. And then we'll have to time that round bomb right when it's over that switch, just like that. So guys, I know that one's really tricky, but I definitely hope that helps you out. If you wouldn't mind taking a real quick moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Those things are always appreciated. And until the next time, best of luck. Happy hunting. Coffee. Necessities. Alright, so we're almost there, guys. We're getting real close to our first picture op here. And then the 8th heroine is really out of the way. But our first picture is going to be the sword, believe it or not. Toodles! Ah, Rivali's. We're going to be getting into Winter Wonderland territory here in just a minute. So I'll be equipping those snow boots along with 2 pieces of something with cold protection. But I definitely want to take advantage of the power of the jumpsuit in the meantime. And this is what I call the giant donut in the sky. Because from the map it actually looks like a donut. I imagine it's probably a glazed donut. My mouth may or may not have watered just a little bit upon thinking about a glazed donut. Okay, it did. And of course a Korok seed along the way. Yeah, ha 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 ha.
Rivali's gale is now ready.
I hate it when I get punched by one rock when I'm still trying to throw another rock. Sometimes it takes a little finesse there, not to become another blooper reel. Raw gourmet, bye-bye! Alright, so, now that we actually have a map, I can show you where we're at and what we're doing. There's our tower. Pretty much just north, northwest. Ultimately, the first picture op is going to be right here. That gigantic weapon, and it's kind of funny, it doesn't really show the outline of the thing on the map. But believe me, it's there. So we're going to go ahead and drop a quick pin. That'll be picture number 1. And the 8th heroine is really out of the way. Now, this one you can actually see from the map. But, again, just really out of the way there. So those are going to be our 2 hit points for pictures. And I think that one is going to be for the sand boots, and that one is going to be for those... Wait, that one's going to be for the sand boots. That one will be later on for the snow boots, but again, you guys, you can just get them all at once. And get them both at the same time. While we're out fooling around, there's going to be a... Probably going to be a silver, if not a gold Lionel by now. And I will probably avoid him, but just in case you are interested, he is roaming around out here somewheres. There might even be another couple of Korok seeds here on the way. I think there's a fun little bad boy nest there with a chest. So yeah, let's do it to it. I guess it's time to don the protective clothing. Oh, and while you're here, guys, you might as well get going on those ice lizzle tails. And if you're here at night, I think the ice bats come out. I have nothing to say. Now see, that looks like legitimate fun. In case you ladies are ever wondering what the guys are doing when they're on camping trips, this is not far off. Honestly, it's probably amazing we come back in one piece most of the time. The one that got away. It's okay. And yep, treasure chest. Ugh. There's a lot of Gerudo shields that are chested on the way. Yeah, there's one of them. I normally honestly don't bother with these. I mean, once you start getting royal shields, Gerudo shields are just kind of like, meh. Better than nothing. They make, you know, great shield surfing shields. And yeah, there's that silver bobkin with... And maybe that's not a chest down there. Maybe that's just a campfire or a cooking pot. Yeah, it's just a cooking pot. So yeah, I'm probably not going to bother with him. There's another chest below me? Whoa! That's a stone freaking talus. I do not remember him being here. That's gonna hurt. Nope, I got lucky. That's gonna hurt. It's okay. It's worth the sacrifice. Yikes! Wow. Somehow I made it unscathed that entire time. Ooh, that's actually a rare talus. You know what? We're gonna do something about that. I mean, it's so shiny. You kind of have to. Ah, nuts. I knew that was going to happen. And I did it anyway. Here in Master Mode, this is kind of like counterproductive. It takes a long time to do it the way I'm doing it right now. He has a, you know, high chance of possibly regenning and stuff. But that's okay. That was no attack power meal. You notice how quickly he chewed up my weapons. But look at all the shiny things. Kind of funny, I'm pinging another chest down here. What's going on? Aha! No, that's a fake. What's going on here? Yeah, you know what? Honestly, this thing is going to be beeping the whole time. There are probably well over... Actually, I know for a fact there are well over 100 treasure chests in this region alone. The way I know that is I actually tried to stamp them all once. I ran out of stamps. We get 100 stamps. So yeah, I was just running around here for days chasing my Sheikah slate. So guys, I'm not going to track down every treasure chest, and honestly I just kind of remembered all this. So, just, you know, if you do want to do some treasure hunting up here, it's a lot of fun. Just take a picture of a treasure chest, search them with your Sheikah slate. You're going to be here for hours just finding treasure chests. It's probably the most densely populated area on the entire Breath of the Wild map. As far as treasure chest hunting goes, it's absolutely that much fun. But, you know, for the sake of time in a stream here and trying to stay on target with what we came here to do, which is our boots, I will try to avoid or resist the temptation. Wow, another golden bow. Not bad, not bad. I'll really only try to stick to the ones that are, like, literally on the way. If I'm gonna trip over the thing, I'm gonna open it. Ah, Rivali's. I'm not gonna make it, am I? Squeak! Leo Wiley. Hey, the backyard can be a dangerous place. That's good stuff. Yeah, wow, Dee Dee, that's a scary thing when you're out in the middle of the wild wilderness and you hear, like, bears and stuff. Even if they're not close enough to see, it's just that reminder that they are there. Definitely is like one of those moments that gives you the heebie-jeebies. But the drums thing, that's kind of throwing me off a little bit. Like, was it a tribe of cannibals, or was it just, you know, some high school kid practicing? You never know. So anyway, guys, I'm not going to bother with that fist fight. There's really nothing there for us. I think he's holding a garbage weapon, so yeah, that's not really anything I'm going to get involved with. What I'm really here for, however, is the picture. So I will actually stamp exactly where I'm standing to get this photo. That way you guys can get a good, accurate photo. Now this one, it's not going to show you the quest marker. Normally I would say look for that little red circle to show up to make sure you're satisfying the quest giver. But we don't have this quest technically yet, so that's not going to show up. So what I would recommend is just get a couple of quick snapshots here. They don't have to be perfect, just a couple, you know, maybe from a slightly different angle. Whoops, that was not intelligent. That way, you know, if one wasn't quite right, you have a backup picture there. You don't have to come all the way back over here to get another photo. Ask me how I know. And there might have even been a treasure chest down there in the snow. Somewhere, yep, there it is, actually. Kind of curious to see what that is. Ah! Don't mind if I do. So yeah, Dee Dee, getting back to your comment about all the stars being in the sky, I've only really ever been camping like that far enough away, you know, to actually be able to see that once. And I was in Northern California at the time. I went with a bunch of the guys from my work. And man, we were out there. We were in the mountains somewhere. And we drove to an actual dedicated campsite, so there are other people. But nobody had campfires going. It was just completely dark. You know, miles and miles and miles away from any kind of light pollution from any city. And yeah, it's absolutely mind-boggling how many stars you can actually see. Like, I had never seen anything like that in my life. I'm from Los Angeles. So, you know, I didn't know that many stars existed in the sky until I went on that one camping trip. But yeah, it was absolutely breathtaking. A trail crew. Okay. Gotcha. Well, that's better than a tribe of cannibals, at least, I hope. I don't have any Rivalis left, and that is just a silver, so I don't have gold Lionels on my game yet. Interesting. Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna do this little dance. Why? Because I'm me. And I enjoy getting rolled from time to time, apparently. Arm up, suit up, and eat up. Get it done. And I'm not wearing the bone system right now, so I can just actually go ahead and stay in my regular clothes. Funny thing is, I don't actually have any Dragonbone Moblin clubs at the moment. Crazy. Ooh, he's angry. He just had some dental work done. The Novocaine wore off and he is mad! There's that sweet spot. Nice. Huh, traded one for the exact same thing. Ooh, nice. I'll take that. And guys, again with the treasure chests, they are literally everywhere out here. Matter of fact, Red might make them show up a little bit better for you. Sometimes the yellow blends right in with, like, the brighter lit snow. Ouch. Bomb arrows, huh? When I say they're all over the place, like, you really don't have to go far in this area. Long throw, what? Grumble, grumble, grumble. I am only picking that up because I just happen to have an empty slot. So we're going to call that one a placeholder instead of long throw. Then I'll feel better about it being in my inventory. Okay, for now... Now, guys, there is another shrine over here. That is a major test of strength, which is good. We want the major test of strength. So I am going to detour for that. There's a lot of other stuff to do in this area, but that's like the one thing I want to make sure I go get. That's a main source of, like, ancient weapons. So the more major tests of strength shrines you have, the better. You can just kind of warp around after every blood moon and go get a whole bunch of ancient weapons. Really a nice thing to have. And since I'm only an hour and 13 in, I feel like we have time to do maybe a little bit more treasure hunting or something. Because that picture isn't too far off at this point. It's actually right on the other side of that spire, or land bridge, or whatever you want to call that. Booyah, baby. Another scimitar. I think there might even be another chest or two, like right around the crest of this little crater. Major test of strength. Ooh, this one's got water. So, you know, I don't show often enough different techniques for these shrines. And some people have reached out in comments and said that it's hard for them to find the spot that I'm always finding that makes it look easy to kill these things. Guys, I get it. So, look at the floor of your shrine. If it's got water, take advantage of the fact you can use ice blocks. You can get some bullet time if you take the time to, you know, put one down and climb one real quick. Also, shock arrows. You get a little bit of an arc with a shock arrow in water. So, you know, just different options here. Just trying to throw out different ideas for you. I'll try to actually put a couple of ice blocks down and show that in combat here. But for the most part, my advice is still the same. Arm up, suit up, and eat up. So if you've got the ancient system, that's absolutely hands down the way to go. Matter of fact, I do, so I'm going to do just that. I always go for my battle axe. That's always my go-to. Use a good strong bow here with some shock arrows, absolutely. Good strong shield. Ancient proficiency. A lot of extra damage multipliers going into that weapon now. So that's definitely the way I recommend going. Oh, you jerk. You broke my ice block. Alright, so yeah, just get up there, get a little bullet time. You can get some headshots in. And that really puts it to the damage. As long as you're hitting that eyeball, it's really going to knock his damage down. And assuming he doesn't actually break your ice block, you can just kind of keep reusing the same one. Another good thing about shock arrows is it keeps him in a stunned state. So he doesn't really have a lot of time to wake up and smack back. So if you kind of lose track of what you're doing, just hit him with another shock arrow. That'll stun him. And you can just kind of keep doing this all day long. Of course, that's contingent on having a good bow. You know, if you're going in there with a traveler's bow, that fist fight is not going to go very well. Excuse me. So I didn't even really need the battle axe. Booyah. That was not a difficult decision. So folks, I genuinely hope that helps you all out. If you wouldn't mind taking that quick moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment, those things are always appreciated. Silver rupee, not bad. Hey, Keely, good to see you today. It's never too late. Any time is always a good time to catch some BOTW action. Yep, indeed, Keely, indeed. Some of those bloopers were just, I mean, you couldn't plan that stuff. It was just like, wow, that happened. Definitely good times. Okay, I thought there might have been another chest, like, right by the shrine here, but... Again, guys, yeah, there it is. I don't want to go too far out of my way, because I'll be here all day doing this. Topaz! Okay, there's gonna be a whole bunch of chests just randomly out here in the snow. Look around some of these little hilltops or whatever those are called. I don't really know, but yeah, you're just gonna be able to find chests for days. There's a fun little bad boy nest right there. They've got a chest that they're blocking, guarding. Uh-oh. See, I'm just going to get a couple of quick ones, but definitely take the time to look around for chests. Like, it is mind-boggling how many chests are in this area. They're everywhere! Like, where do you go first? You're actually going to be able to see my exact walking path via treasure chests. Like, there are that many chests here. You don't need Hero's Path. You need stamps. What was that? I wasn't paying attention. Probably time for a new burner bow anyway. Tech refresh, aka. Uh-oh, I missed. That's not good. Yikes! Yep. I could have predicted that in my sleep. All of that. I have a funny feeling I'm about to get frozen again. I don't know why I'm risking life and limb for such silly items right now. I just can't help myself. I I just had to get my arrow. Walking around with 4 hearts is not exactly a warm and fuzzy. There's a bad boy nest here. I don't know if I really want to tangle with it. Oh wow, I walked right into that. In my mind, that was gonna, like, not be able to freeze me any moment now. A lot of gem nodes here. Treasure chest is right down there. Oh, they're sleeping. Well, can't pass that up. Oh, that's not bumped? Okay. I assumed these were going to be bumped. Wow. Well, that was a waste of time. Yeah, they didn't wake up. Cool. Long throw. Agent Smith is back in the job. He's doing an amazing job. He's working hard for his promotion today. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Low battery warning. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to ignore that. It's going to irritate me the entire time. But I won't do anything about it. I'm just going to stay irritated. And then at some point, it will no longer warn me. And then I will have to address the underlying issue, which is it needs to be plugged in. How's that for an accurate prediction? And I totally missed that, dude. Oh, they avoid the bombs. No kidding. I have nothing to say. And probably don't need that, but I do want to clear the chest. I might come back through here and do some treasure hunting at some point. Alright guys, we have arrived at our statue. There's a Korok seed over here. It's like a real pain. If I can find it. Go away. Okay, yeah, here we go. So this one is a real pain. I can't tell you how many times I've lost my boulder. So I would recommend putting a save down here, just in case you do what I usually do. That way if you miss or you lose track of the boulder, you can, like, reload that save and it'll... Oh, you got 3 of them. See, they already knew this was going to be difficult. I wonder how many times I have gotten myself frozen today in this stream alone. I feel like we're in the double digits. I'm not sure why I feel like that, but the feeling is definitely persisting. Okay, so hopefully I'm going to be able to do this here. Ooh, I almost got it first try. Look at me go. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Link ate his Wheaties today. I would have him flex for you, but he only does that when he's naked and it's cold. Alright guys, so finally, the moment we've all been waiting for. The 8th heroine. And of course there's all sorts of goodies here and shiny objects. I'm going to go do all of that. I gotta stay true to myself here. Rock salt and opal. Ooh, I saw that blue thing in there. Sapphire. Alright, so I usually get the picture from this ledge down here. Again, I will mark exactly where I'm standing so y'all can make sure you get a good picture. Actually, you don't have to overthink this one, because we have an actual quest for it, so the picture will tell you whether or not it's going to be okay. So right there, that little red dot, 8th heroine statue, that is a good picture. I see you. Where's my updraft? Well, that failed in glorious fashion. I really didn't feel like getting frozen again today. And it just dawned on me, there's something else I usually like to do while I'm already in this area, because it's so far out of the way, like... We're gonna go on a little bit of a detour. It's not terribly far away. It's super close. It's more or less on the way-ish. It's kind of on the way. But yeah, there's a little bit of a shrine quest right here we can knock out real quick. You won't even notice it. But caveat, if like 2 hours of your life all of a sudden flies by going for this thing that's more or less on the way, it is a figment of your imagination. Come on, Link. There you go. No Butterfingers here today. Alright, guys, I can see I'm missing quite a bit of chat here, so I'm going to take a real quick break and do something about that. The cup is dangerously close to being empty. The cup isn't quite half full anymore. The cup is still about 5% full, because I'm an optimist. And that 5% never tasted so good. Exactly, Keely. That's how it happens sometimes. Like, if I didn't have it recorded, it just would have been a big fish story. Like, yeah, you have to have it recorded sometimes. And the thing that I like about recording the gameplay is when those unexpected things do happen, you don't have to rely on like trying to push a button real quick to, capture the last 30 seconds. Because sometimes when it dawns on you, oh, like that would have been a good video, it's already past 30 seconds. Oh, that's awesome, Keely. I could actually picture that happening. A Lizzle getting blown up by a bomb and going through the window. That is awesome. Dee Dee. Huh, how does that work when the stream drops suddenly? It won't be because my controller died. It'll be because I got Comcasted or whatever you guys call that. In my case, I would have gotten Charter Spectrumed, which doesn't really roll right off the tongue. Keely, please don't be naked. Please don't be naked. Yep, you're right, because when you're naked, you already know. You're getting tested. Yeah, those challenges were fun. Like, they were tough. I died a lot in those. But I really liked having to go back in, try a different angle, try a different approach. That there was some fun to that. I mean, at some point, they might have gotten frustrating, but I enjoyed that. I enjoyed a good challenge. And I always enjoy a good puzzle, and I feel like those shrines were like a combination of a good puzzle and a good challenge at the same time. Hey, Atlantis, good to see you again. Well, honestly, not a whole lot. Just been goofing off in the snow biome here, really. Been a lot of bloopers. It's been a good time. Spectated. I'm not sure what you were referring to there, Dee Dee. Spectated. What would I have said now? Okay, guys, since we're in the middle of taking a break here, I'm going to go water horses real fast. Heck yeah. Never too late, Atlantis. Never too late. But with that, I will be right back in about maybe 1.5 minutes. I'm also going to get a most desperately needed refill. Some of the coffee went in the wrong way. Pardon me. My eyes might be watering a little bit from that one. Whew. How do you fix it? You drink more. Okay, it doesn't always fix it. Kind of funny to fix the thing you just caused. You think you can do it more and the problem will go away. Kind of like ice cream throat. More ice cream does not help with ice cream throat. Dropped by service provider, yes. Spectrum, oh, spectated. Okay, gotcha. Spectrum spectated. I like that. Spectated. I feel like it's working. Yeah, I got you, Keely. Oh, wait a minute. You said your husband is going through stage 4. Oh, wow, Keely. I'm sorry to hear that. Definitely be sending some prayers your way. I definitely hope your husband gets through that okay. And really kicks that. Definitely scary times. I'll be thinking about you guys. I'm glad at least, you know, there's hope there. The fact that it hasn't spread definitely is positive. Leo Wiley, it's good for your soul like Krabby Patties. I was just thinking about the pretty patties they had, where they were all different colors. Yeah, I hear you, Atlantis. It's always nice to have background on when you're doing certain things. So I definitely get it. And I'm honored, actually, that you would want that on in your background. So yeah, thank you. Yep, absolutely love SpongeBob. I have a lot of SpongeBob references in my gameplay. Me and my daughter can actually recite the episodes to each other, so that happens all the time. It's an amazing father-daughter thing. But yeah, it was definitely a big part of their childhood, and a lot of good, fun family memories around some SpongeBob. Alright, guys, let's go ahead and get this wrapped up here. I will bid you all farewell one more time. Peace out, Home Scout. Alright, where are we going? That's right. There might be a obscure chest or Krotsky on the way. There's really not a lot, like, on the way to that shrine, unfortunately. It's more out of the way stuff. So I'm just gonna kind of, like, beeline it straight to the shrine, I hope. Link in super speed mode. Oh, and I'm going to make an announcement. I am no longer going to let myself get frozen in this stream. No. We're done getting frozen. It's not going to happen again. That's kind of like, no shiny rocks, no touchy. No touchy. No getting frozen. Ice is bad. Unless I'm the one doing the freezing. So this one's kind of tough to hit. You really have to get that arrow to land... Uh-oh. Like, right in the middle of that pedestal. So I'm going to use a long-distance shooter here. And try to do just that. Booyah, baby. But yeah, if that's not activating, chances are it's just not happy with where you're placing the arrow. So you might want to, you know, if you're having trouble or you're just not using a long-distance bow because you don't have any, you can climb one of the cliff walls there and then jump off the cliff wall and get some bullet time in the air, and you can usually hit it that way a lot more accurately. So let's see here. We no longer need our pin. And this should be just a blessing shrine, if I remember right. And I do believe we get a diamond out of the deal, so not bad. Kina Yogo's blessing. Thank you very much. So folks, I genuinely hope that helps you all out. If you wouldn't mind taking that quick moment to please like the video, share, subscribe, comment. I always appreciate those things. Booyah, baby. Spamming buttons in the background. So yeah, guys, you know, I'm just reading your chat there, Keely and Atlantis, about this whole SpongeBob thing. So the SpongeBob that me and my kids really watched was like the first 3, maybe 4 seasons. It was the original creator, you know, it was all the same voices, all the same acting, all the same comedy and humor, all the same silliness and stuff. And then it was either season 4 or season 5 or something. I can't really remember when it happened, but all that changed. Like, I guess the creator had passed, or maybe he was just done at the time, you know, making the content. And anyway, long story short, at some point it kind of changed and it just wasn't the same anymore. So, yeah, we kind of lost interest in it at some point. But, it was definitely good for those first few seasons. Absolutely. I even liked the first movie, like the David Hasselhoff coming into it. It was just comedy. Alright, guys, so I think we're pretty much done. I mean, that was the short version. Honestly, you could spend days in the Highlands just following your Sheikah slate. There's just all sorts of stuff here, but we'll be back. At some point, we're going to have to come back up in here to go do the Yiga clan hideout, which is over here. And we're not quite there yet, guys. There's some to-dos here in Gerudo Town to activate all that. But we'll be back up here for the Yiga clan. And then once we're done in Yiga clan, when I emerge from their little hideout, there's like a shrine up here. A couple of more to-dos, you know, treasure chests, etc. So yeah, we'll definitely kind of be revisiting this general area at that time. For right now, I'm going to go ahead and get our boots, which is what we all came here to do. Yeah, Keely, even to this day, I can still laugh because, like, I'll have forgotten about one of the skits, and it's like watching it again for the first time. And one of the episodes I watched with my daughter more recently, and my son, as a matter of fact, when he was here visiting. Oh, whoops. It was the one where it's, like, snowing, and they keep throwing snowballs, and some of them keep landing in, like, Squidward's fireplace and putting the fire out. And I was like, oh my god, I was laughing so hard. And my kids were like, Dad, you've seen this before. I was like, no, I haven't. And they swore they remember watching that one with me as a kid, as when they were kids. And it was like, I do not recall that episode in any way, shape, or form. It was like literally watching it for the first time. But they say I've seen it before, so you know, they're probably right. It was just awesome. So anyway, guys, here we are. Here is Banzai. Go ahead and talk to Banzai here. He's going to want to see that picture we took of the 8th heroine. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm forgetting a critical step here. Hold that thought. He will not speak to us unless we're wearing the girl's clothing. So we've got to go ahead and don that real quick. Then that'll trigger this next part of this quest line here. He'll ask to see the photo. And bada bing, bada bang. That'll produce your boots. There it is, baby. Sand boots. So again, you know, we got ahead a little bit here. Normally, if you talk to him again, that's when he'll ask you about the other picture, but we've already got that in advance. So I'm literally just going to be able to run through all this really quickly here. Alright. Come on now. That's a lot of jibber jabber, isn't it? So it's kind of funny, you know, we keep rejecting this dude, poor guy. It's pretty much how 90% of the single men feel nowadays, actually. It's almost like Breath of the Wild was onto something here. But Link really didn't reject him properly. I kind of feel like he didn't say the right things here, because what we normally hear is... I'm sorry, Bonsai, you're not tall enough. I don't like your hobbies. You don't make enough money. I don't like your friends. Yeah, I don't know. Those are just the quick ones that come to mind. Anywho's, that's pretty much it, guys. Like, that's the sand and the snow boots. I don't really have anything else coming to mind now. I pretty much ran my normal route, you know, getting the photos, getting the stuff on the way. I kind of feel like we're good. I feel like it was a short stream, but I guess it really is a shorter kind of deal, just going to get the boots. So anyway, before I actually cut the stream, these are fully upgradable. I can actually show you guys real quickly. You have bad breath. Oh, that's funny. Link doesn't fall for cheap lines. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, too sweaty. Yep, your hands are too sweaty. I've never heard that one before. So, boots. Oh, wow, I can't even do that because we haven't been on a Mugula hunt yet. Yeah, I totally forgot about that being a thing. So at least I can show you the first step. And on the second level for the sand boots, I believe we need Mugula guts. In addition to the common stuff. So Hightail Lizard, Swift Violets are probably going to be a part of that. I don't even have enough hightail lizards to go around anyway, but there's some Octorok tentacles. I think Octorok eyeballs come into this at some point. So I can at least show you the steps for the snow boots to get it to 2nd level. Unfortunately, I just can't get the 1st level cleared on the snow boot or sand boots. So yeah, Octoballoon, Swift Carrots. That's right, Swift Carrots come into these too. So I'll have to work on that, you know, later on. Matter of fact, you know, I could go out on a quick Mugdealer hunt. It isn't quite the 2-hour mark yet. Give me the boots from a distance, please. Good one, Keely. I know a giant, scary fairy that wants to meet you. Yes, we have got to get these two together. Hey, modders, if you're watching, I would love to see what they would say to each other. Alright, so let's go on a quick Mugdealer hunt. Arm up, suit up, and eat up while I'm getting dangerously low on the stuff I need to actually do hunts anymore. It was kind of silly to eat that meal so early, but I did it anyway. I don't have the Dragonbone Moblin clubs, but hopefully that'll get it done. Speaking of the need for more cooking, I know I'm getting low on stamina meals too. There's that low battery warning again. We should start placing side bets whether or not the controller will actually die out before the stream ends. I don't think it will. Because if I remember right, like, Nintendo gives you a good amount of warnings before it actually quits. Whereas Xbox, it's like, hey, your battery's getting low, blue, and then it dies. It's like, yeah, gee, thanks for the warning. I'm trying to figure out which one to go for. I guess this one. It's closer. But it's more hairy, like there's bodkins and stuff in the area, so this isn't a very clean fight. Hey! Oh, jeez. I whipped out the wrong rune. He's like, what's going on here? Now, there is a sweet spot where you can double tap him, but I wasn't finding it. As long as that sand steel stays put, we'll make it to the other one before it runs out. My attack power, more specifically. Kind of weird not doing this with the bone system. I mean, it's just as effective. And there's Agent Smith. He has not yet given up the reins to his power here. Ouch. Right up around here, I believe, is our next one. So I should have marked that, actually. Normally I would stop and take care of these Lizzles for the tails, but I just kind of want to get this thing dead right now. Hit him with the right rune this time. Jeepers. Ah, there it is. Okay, so it's right by the leg where you can get that double spot. So the weapon hits him twice in one revolution. It just gets him dead a lot quicker. I always thought it was up by the jaw. I guess I've had that wrong all this time. I'll have to remember that moving forward. Ooh, look at that. Good timing, too. That's about to... Whoops. That's about to bust. Thunderblade, but it's not attack power up, so I'll pass on that. Well, I was way off on that pin, wasn't I? There's actually a shrine here, too. I might as well just go ahead and activate it since we're here. Did I get it? It's a Zelda game. Always light the torches. I hope that never goes away in any future Zelda game ever. Like, lighting the torches is a staple in a Zelda game. And I'm not going to bother going in there. It's just a blessing shrine. There's a Gerudo bow. I'm good on those. So yeah, let's go see what we needed for our boots. Actually, I can't do that. I don't have enough hightails. Doggone it. So that was all for nothing. Well, I can get that. But I cannot get that, which is the whole point. So yeah, let me show you guys where you can go get some real quick hightails, just in case you're running into this in your own game. Best place is probably honestly going to be the rainforest. You're going to want to get a picture of one. Just follow your Sheikah Slate. They're going to be popping up for days. But there's also a whole bunch in fixed locations here in Terrytown. Believe it or not. DD low battery. Yep, exactly. Bingo card. Why isn't that already on there? I've been slacking. But honestly, that's pretty rare. Like, when I charge the Nintendo controller, it seems like that thing stays charged for months. Not hours, not days, but actual literal months. Whereas when I charge my Xbox controller, it's like hours, maybe days. I don't understand the differences there, but, oh yeah, hightail lizards. And I might have already scared one away. And I'll show you guys actually how to get a picture of a hightail. If you don't already have one. Hopefully this doesn't anger the locals. But what you can do is you can set the square bomb down. And then hold a hightail in your hands. And you can kind of plop it down and run away real quick. And then you can blow them up and you can get your picture. Now it looks like I've already got a picture of one. So in that case, all you have to do is go into your condominium. Is it creatures? Yeah. And then target that sucker. And then you can just kind of follow it around to go get your hightails. But I happen to know where they are just anyway. They're fixed. There's one right down there. Then there's one right up here somewheres. And this is the one I usually scare away because I'm not wearing stealth. So, easy does it. There'd be another one right in town here. And then there's another one, kind of like across town. It's not really in town, it's like... I don't know what you even call that little spot, but it's where you go to do the sand seal races later on. So a little bit out of the way, but it's definitely there. Now these are just fixed. Like, you're always going to find these in the same places. You might find another one or two if you get lucky, like just randomly around here on the ground or on a tree. But my Sheikah Slate is no longer beeping, which means I'm out. And I still need 3 more, but we're in luck. Karakar Bazaar has, I think, 4. So yeah, we'll go scoop up 3, and then we'll go back and we'll get the super suit stuff figured out. Thankfully, we can get over there a little bit quicker. Mush! I'm trying to think of other places that are like hightail lizard rich. Sometimes along the shoreline, like the beach, the actual ocean beaches, they'll produce a lot of hightails. Also the Great Plateau, believe it or not. Like the Forest of Time or whatever they call that. All the trees that are like around the old man's cabin, that whole area. So yeah, you got some options here in the world of hightails. And you know what, just to make sure I don't scare any away. There's one. There'd be another, and again, sometimes on the trees you'll see them randomly. But, I'm not having that kind of luck right now. Sometimes up against the buildings, I usually just spam my button while I'm walking around. Like, that one's a fixed, he's always there. This one over here in the corner, he's always there. There's one over by the pots and the crates. Oh, that's it. Got what we came for. And wow, I am hungry. So yeah, it's probably about time for me to call this one done anyway. I definitely need to go eat. Alright guys, finally I get to show you now what all is involved with boot upgrades. Talk to Tara here. So I've already shown you the first step on that one, so now the second level requires all of that. Might as well just go ahead and hit it. And then the third level, which I'm not actually going to do right now, would require those Octorok eyeballs. So yeah, I'm a little bit shy on those anyway. And then as far as this one goes... First level is why we had to go kill the Mugdulas. And I think the second level is where the guts start coming into it. Oh no, just more fins. Okay, so I don't have enough right now anyway, but then the third level is where you're going to need the guts. So anyway, guys, I don't want to, drag this out any further. At some point, I'll go do popular Mugdula hunts, and, we'll get all this stuff. But for right now, I feel like I've given you guys what you need to be successful in your own Mugdula hunting endeavors for your boots. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you wouldn't mind taking that real quick moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment, I always appreciate those things. And as always, until the next time, best of luck and happy hunting. Peace out, y'all. Before I actually cut stream, I'll just say goodbye. And tomorrow's Sunday. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. Low battery. I'm really tempting fate here, aren't I? I think we might actually get into the Divine Beast tomorrow. I feel like I can probably do that all in one day, The Yiga Clan hideout, that's kind of its own little thing. I might actually do 2 separate streams tomorrow. I might, go do that and then cut stream, fire up a new one, and then go do the actual Divine Beast. So let's see, tomorrow's Sunday. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Oh, wait a minute. I usually like to have the rubber armor going into that. Either that or a full set of attack power up clothing, which I have neither. So I might have to sidetrack a little bit and go do the Thundra Plateau so we can get the third piece of the rubber armor. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. In fact, I'll try to come up with a better mental game plan before I actually get on tomorrow. But yeah, I like to do that fight with the appropriate gear because it really just makes it a lot easier. Yeah, thank you so much, Keely. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And you're definitely going to be getting a lot of prayer power coming your way for your husband. So make sure he knows that he's got a community praying for him. So yeah, guys, with that, we'll see you all tomorrow. Peace out, all. I realize there's a bit of a delay between, my saying goodbye and then everybody else trying to say goodbye, so I'm going to give the streams, like, an extra minute or something after I say farewell. Just to make sure you guys can say farewell to each other and whatnot. Yep, absolutely, Keely. Please pass on our best. I'm not sure if he's into this like you are, but definitely want him to know he has our best. Yep, absolutely, Dee Dee. And thanks for hanging out, too. Really enjoy having you guys along for the ride. Alright, guys, you guys have an amazing Saturday here, and hope you have a good rest of your weekend. We'll see you back tomorrow. Peace out.